Greetings to all. My name is MARIJA VEREŠ and I'm working like a biologist, ecologist in public institution Nature Park Kopački Rit. And in this presentation I will tell you something about the LIFE project that we conduct. So it is about LIFE Danube Free Sky project. The project started last year in September and lasts until the end of February 2026. In this project we have 15 partners from seven different countries, and that is Austria, Slovakia, Hungary, Croatia, Republic of Serbia, Bulgaria and Romania. Coordinating beneficiary is Raptor Protection of Slovakia from Slovakia, and in the Croatia we have 3 project partners: Public Institution Nature Park Kopački Rit, HEP ODS and HOPS. Total project budget is more than 6.6 million euros. And in the Croatia, that is more than 1 million euros. 75% of project is co-financed from EU and 25% from own funds. Project objectives is we have 5 project objectives. It is to establish safer migration routes and habitats along the Danube River, to start strengthen the cooperation between the key stakeholders and increase the efficiency of adopted measures on a transnational level, to contribute to the aim of the EU biodiversity strategy to halt the loss of biodiversity and ecosystem service along the Danube River, to reduce and prevent direct and indirect bird mortality caused by electrocution and collision, and to increase the population of the 12 target species. So, key word for this project is Danube River and protected areas along the Danube. So this is our project area in Croatia. It is a spa area Podunavlje and Donje Podravlje, in which center is the nature park Kopački Rit with his buffer zones, and it also includes a part of Natura 2000 site Dunav sjeverno od Kopačkog Rita. Target species in the project. Each of the target species is legally protected in all project countries. All of them are at risk of collisions with the overhead wires or above ground electrical infrastructure or under the risk of electrocution. As said before, there are 12 target species in the project. Project activities. The majority of project actions and investments are aimed to increase the survival rate of target bird species that are presented killed on their migration routes, roosting, breeding or foraging habitats, and the site-related actions will be carried out in the most valuable habitats. First, we had first of the project activities is a recognition survey. After that, baseline survey, then mitigation measures and post-monitoring. Recognition survey, baseline survey and post-monitoring will do the Public Institution Nature Park Kopački Rit, and mitigation measures will do the electrical companies HEP and HOPS. Recognition survey. His goal was to determine critical sites for bird casualties caused by collision and electrocution. It lasts until March to May 2021, so we conducted this year. In total of 100 kilometers of power lines were conducted, 640 poles of 10 kilovolts, 132 of 35 kilovolts, and 72 poles of 110 kilovolts, and also 69 trafo stations. What did we do during this recognition survey? We collected data from the field, and that include technical parameters of the poles, carcasses, roosting habitat importance for another bird species, spatial and temporal dynamics, type of vegetation, and other biotic and abiotic parameters. Here in this figure you can see the path that we crossed during this recognition survey. So these are some pictures from the survey. Also on these pictures you can see that beside these visible technical parameters we also had to photo document the type of habitat around the poles. Carcass survey, as a result we found 2 juvenile carcasses of the common raven on 35 kilovolts transects, and also remains of undetermined bird species on 110 kilovolts transects. We presume that there are more victims, but according to this scavenging effect, the result was as we found it. Baseline survey will include the bird mortality survey and monitoring. Monitoring on transect determined as critical in recognition survey. So after this collecting data in a recognition survey, we divide each pole into 3 types. First type is dangerous poles, second type is not dangerous poles, and third type is potentially dangerous. So we included these dangerous and potentially dangerous types into this baseline survey. 4 transects on each type of power lines will be searched, and this monitoring will last for 12 months. And this monitoring will be done 1 time per month, or 2 times during the migration seasons of birds. So here you can see the scheme that was provided by our lead partner from Slovakia, and it said how this monitoring should be conducted. Also, during this monitoring, we should collect the data on the terrain, like photo documentation, GPS location, species, and sex of carcasses, if it is possible, cause of death, and the composition state. Public procurement for this monitoring, for this baseline monitoring, is in progress. Found carcasses will be collected and sent to analysis, like pathohistological, bacteriological, mycological, and virological analysis, and also toxicology analysis to find the heavy metal presence if it's present. Also, for this analysis, we have public procurement in progress. Bird flight observation, it will be monitoring on transects determined as critical in recognition survey. It will be conducted 2 times per day till dawn and dusk, 1.5 hour in dawn and 1.5 hour in dusk, when is the greatest bird activity. During this observation, also the data that will be collected are time of flight, bird species, number of birds, takeoff locations, flight reactions of birds, reaction distance, and flight height. For this monitoring, we plan to hire external experts, So public procurement for this observation, for this monitoring is in progress. Other activities except these monitorings are purchasing like other stuffs, like 3 aluminium nest boxes we plan to put for Falco Cerug, and 3 video cameras with a non-stop video, notice board, to install notice boards about the project, to buy a PR set, equipment for the new employee, keys for birth determination, as you can see in this picture we already purchased it, tools for sampling and transport of carcasses, and to organize volunteering actions. And next steps in this project to finalize all of this public procurement for equipment, analyzes external experts, and to finally start with the baseline survey, and also during the whole project continue to upgrade cooperation with other project partners. Thank you for your attention.